Before I start today's video, I want to say thanks real quick to Jinx the Loot Goblin for being my first ever subscriber, and as well as the second one who is set to anonymous, so I don't know who you are, but I do see you. And to all future anonymous, as well, thank you very much.
If I die, I vow never to play this game again. Not on camera, not off camera, not even with friends. This is a true permadeath experience. This is absolute zero. This is the story of my life in Xera survival. Upon spawning into the world as a Scooby-Doo-looking motherfucker, I did what I always do, and opened my map to find a place to set up my base camp. At first, I decided to head off towards Bakersfield Farms. However, I later realized that I would have to climb over a snowy mountain to reach it. Not wanting to freeze, I changed my destination to a small town called Melrose. While there, I stumbled upon what looked to be a robot in the distance. Unsure if it was a friend or foe, I stayed out of its way. I looted a nearby church before mustering the courage to see if the robots were friendly. As I'm sure you could have guessed, they were not. I ran back towards the church as the robot was in hot pursuit. I managed to escape and then heard an SOS call over the walkie-talkie I had hidden in my pocket. Apparently, a helicopter had crashed somewhere nearby, and if I wanted any good loot, I would have to go and investigate. I happened to find a nice four-wheeler and rode off into the woods towards the crash site. While grabbing everything I could, I came across a cool little helmet to wear. Not wanting to overstay my welcome, I headed back to Melrose where I found a buggy with plenty of storage space attached to its sides. With everything I had gathered, I decided I needed to focus on building a home to store everything and to keep me safe at night. I found a nice spot by the southern lakes, near some cozy-looking cabins. Needing to log off for a moment, I decided to hide myself and my four-wheeler inside one of the cabins and went offline. When I logged back in, I discovered that both of my vehicles had despawned. Without a faster mode of transportation, I settled down to observe the wildlife surrounding me, while also admiring the flashes of lightning that illuminated the dark night sky as rain fell upon my face. Eventually, I returned to the cabin for a full night's sleep. On day 2, I managed to cut down a bunch of trees and finally built a small little home to stay safe. I also crafted a storage container, which I quickly filled. Additionally, I stumbled upon a pair of night vision goggles that momentarily made me feel like I was from Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Aside from those few things, day 2 was very uneventful. Day 3, on the other hand, was a bit more exciting. While reading the chat, I noticed another new player had joined the server named Ace of Spades. Feeling like this was the perfect opportunity to make a new friend, I headed over to where I thought he might spawn. As expected, I found him at the store, but I wasn't entirely sure of his intentions. Before I could initiate a conversation with Ace, another player named Bubbles randomly requested that I join their squad. Eager to make friends, I agreed. Fortunately, Ace seemed to be friendly. He gave me a hammer, and in return, I provided him with a gun and some ammo.
I'll take a gun.
Uncertain whether he might turn around and shoot me, I hurried back to my base to lock the front door. Just as I was about to log out, I noticed that Bubbles was seeking plastic and batteries in exchange for guns or other supplies. Willing to offer what little I had, I agreed to meet him. I handed him the requested items and was even considering giving him my car when...
Hey, Bubbles. Hey, Bubbles. Fuck you, dude. What the hell was that? I gave you free shit. I was even going to give you my goddamn buggy. Granted, you got it anyway. Oh, there you are now. That's not the fucking point. Oh, I hate you so much. Have fun with that stuff, by the way. You fucking dick, dude. Yeah, fair game. I trusted somebody and I shouldn't have. Whatever. Just sucks, man. I'm not gonna lie, that one hurt. Anyway, without further fucking ado, Xera survival. It was actually pretty fun. I did enjoy your game for what it is. But, you know, rules are rules. I'm dead. I'm out. It was fun. See you later.
As promised, I will never play this game ever again.
You know what, real quick, too, just because I feel like bitching now. I wasn't even going to fucking play today, all right? The only goddamn reason I fucking came on was because I watched a YouTube video about beginners in this game, and they told me how to lock my door, and I just needed to find a hammer. Hence why I grabbed the hammer. I locked my door. I felt like being friendly. This is fun. I'm having fun. Don't worry. Goodbye.